Yeah.
I think many friendships are so like superficial.
Oh.
Sorry, say that again.
Many friendships are so superficial.
Ooh.
Because there's no like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know it's probably like, but the reality is many of these friendships that we see today are so superficial because...
What's the definition of superficial?
It's just like...
Surface level.
You take pictures, you show each other off on Instagram, you know, you're looking good together, you're partying together, but then at the end of the day, you guys don't even like each other. You're talking about each other behind each other's back. You're talking about their sins, and you're talking about all the nasty stuff they've done to other people, with other people, and then you come on Instagram out here saying, oh my gosh, the best friend, and happy birthday, my gosh, I love her so much, or I love, like, what are you doing? And it's not judgment, but it's like, how are you helping each other? What is the benefit of that?
How are you sharpening
each other if you're just constantly just pretending to love each other or like each other, actually? Because many people don't even love each other at this point. I think it's a lot of liking or like trying to look like they actually feel like they're connected.
Well, they just want to paint a picture for others to look like this is something that you want, but it's like that's not something you really want.
Right.
If you really look and put a microscope and see the things that are really going on,
because I'm thinking like, if you love your friend, you would not let them do stupidness. Sorry, excuse my language.
That's what I'd be saying.
You shouldn't let your friend go on and do stupidness, especially if you know their potential, especially if and listen, I read this thing about judgment, and I know when people are like, oh my gosh, you're judging. Like, it's not judging. I'm judging
judgment.
I'm judging people. I'm only judging people that they call themselves believers.
Exactly.
We need to keep each other accountable.
We're Christians.
We're under God's covenant, so we need to keep each other accountable. So if you're out here proclaiming that you're Christian now, it's not like you out here just quietly. No, you said you are, and you're out here just doing foolishness, and then you're letting your friends do foolishness. I'm calling you out.
But at the same time, you're using the Bible to check them. Whatever the word says is, I'm just trying to mirror what you're trying to say, and with the Bible. So if you're doing it and you're like, I'm looking at you like, but I thought you said this is what you're following.
Right.
This is the rule book.
Yes.
And that's what I'd be saying. Like, sometimes I'd be like, there's no way my right hand man can be doing foolishness. There's no way, because I'm checking you.
Not even, but it's a representation of you.
Of me.
And who are you representing?
So that's why I look at certain people, it's like, oh no, that's just him. What do you mean that's just him or her? That's you too. You can't be doing that. We need to pray for our friends and we need to pray for deeper relationships. We need to pray for more meaningful relationships, because we're seeing too many surface level relationships. For real. One little problem, we're done. Why?
Yeah.
Because of what?
And that creates that also affects the relationship that they're going to have later on, because now they're like, oh, I can't trust you.
Yeah.
And now they're closed off, right? And so why would they want to be kept accountable by somebody when I just lost a friend who said they really were for me, and now they're against me, and now they're speaking about me all over to this world, right? And it's like, I like this Proverbs 12 verse 1. It says, whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but whoever hates correction is stupid. Now the Bible says stupid. Now that's probably a different translation, but like, that's pretty kind. Like,
pretty much that's what
a fool, essentially. Like, they basically said whoever loves wisdom is wise, right? And whoever doesn't love is a fool. But it's true. Discipline hurts. Discipline is not going to feel good. But if you love somebody, you're going to make sure that they're walking on the right path. And that's going to feel uncomfortable sometimes, right?
I feel uncomfortable all the time. I think as Christians, we really have to like find a way, or like we have an obligation to really steward our friendships properly.
It's a gift.
Like it really is. We can't just be like treating this person bad and then they have a bad relationship with you and then they go hurt people. So they'll do it with someone else. So it's like, yo, if you have a problem, okay, let's get to the root of the problem. I just had an argument with Ty. Hi, Ty. I just had an argument with Ty, and I felt like I was wrong. I said something wrong, and I sat on it and I called him back. I said, yo, I actually apologize. And he likes to say, oh no, it's all right. No, I know you're probably still thinking about it. So like, no, I actually apologize. The way I said that, like, I didn't mean to say it.
How did you get to
that
conclusion?
Conviction. The
Talked about that
got me real quick. Like, I was on the phone. Tone too. Some people can't hear your message when your tone is blah, 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 blah. Literally, I got off the phone and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, the way I said it was not right. So I need to call back. And in the moment while I was talking, my pride was super big. I said, I'm not apologizing. I'm clear on what I'm saying.